was so not ready for that then. I still got my headphones on listening to the cool music. You know what? Lou's got a good point, you see. I didn't account for ping time from the US. So, you know, Pete, you did get it, but, you know, all the people in the US would have pinged it first. So that was a little bit too easy, didn't you? I thought I'd make it a little bit like obscure from the film because it's not really like any of the famous people in it or anything. So, but yeah, you all got it. So I don't know. But Lou, look, I've gave you some credit there because, you know, ping time. That's what I'm saying. How is everyone? I'm just double checking everything's working. Tonight, we're only going to be on the one camera tonight, and I won't be editing this one down. So this is going to be over here. As you can see, we've got some nice stands there, which I'm going to talk about afterwards from Oligo Models. And I believe, Dan, you're in chat, so hello. But how the devil is everyone? It's a brand new week. I've dug out my New South Wales Fire Department t-shirt, which I haven't seen for ages. And it miraculously appeared in my cupboard. So I don't know where you found that from, Mrs. Welderwayne, but I do like wearing this one. And it feels good to be in it. But tonight we're going to be building the Spitfire. We've got 3 episodes, 2 episodes or 2 stages. We don't do anything. And the 3rd stage isn't going to take long at all. So, yeah. What else? We got Christian from Grantham in here. You know what that means, Christian, don't you?
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
I do love that balsa wood. Lou must have been screaming at the screen. When we were doing the ET build, I was asking everyone. I said, Lou, put some sort of wood or something between these 2 bits, these engine bits here to keep them in. I said, I'm not sure what it is it rubber and all of that? And Lou was shouting out balsa wood on the channel. And it wasn't until like later on in the stream that I'm like, why does he keep shouting balsa wood? Because obviously the conversation's past since then. And now I know, because he was talking about what he's putting in between it. But it was hidden between your dresses. Is that what you do now for clothes that haven't been ironed? I'm going to sleep on the sofa, aren't I? That was a very misogynistic comment. I shouldn't make comments like that. I should do my own ironing. Wayne, that's wrong. I've got to share this a funny tweet with you. Okay, you've probably seen this. This was on Facebook, but this absolutely made me laugh. If you're Scottish, you're going to love it as well. But I told Mrs. Welderwayne about it, and she just like she just cracked up laughing. Check this out. This is a tweet between the Royal Navy and some woman, moaning about people going out during COVID. Scotland, please be advised that for the duration that HMS Queen Elizabeth is visiting Glenmallan, no aircraft are allowed to fly within 3 nautical miles of the ship and below 6,000 feet within the nautical mile radius. Kerry Newton wrote, why is the Queen visiting anywhere during the pandemic? Can I visit Aberdeen or Cheltenham? Of course, the UK Defence Journal wrote, are you a 65,000 ton Royal Navy? Well, no. I can't even. I just think that's a classic. Royal Navy aircraft carrier. Oh, there you go. I'm always a naughty boy. My clothes are always ironed. It's because I always iron them, Mrs. Welderwayne. I make sure meticulously that I've got the t-shirts ready for when I know that I'm going to have to do the build. So the red shirt actually in the wash, I've worn it so much. I enjoyed doing that mod on Monday. I really wanted to do a strobe effect. And now we've done that, and it did give me a chance to play on my new Arduino. This is the 2nd incarnation of Arduino, because the first one I short-circuited. And I can add things to it now, all the blinking lights that I want to put on there as well. I don't think the Enterprise had too many blinking lights, but when you look at Generations and like the movies, it seems to have more than it did in the series. So I'm keeping a close eye on that. But plenty of people are doing mods at the moment. I did say to Brian Heap, I'll share his... just the littlest things really make things pop. Brian Heap painted the distributor cap for the Ecto 1. I didn't even think to do that, to be honest with you. I bet a lot of you have already done that as well, but I don't think I'll go back now and do it. But I think that looks absolutely brilliant. And while we're on the subject of everything, I'm going to bring up my map. And there I am in Corby. Let's zoom out of Corby. All the way. See, Corby's here if you want to know where it is in the UK for today's merch on the map. Now the problem is today's merch on the map is somewhere in this area here, because Chief Matt 21, you didn't tell me where you live. so if you're on here, Tell me where you live so I can add it, because you're wearing a World of Wayne hoodie, which is backwards because obviously the camera phone's been flipped. So I do want to put you on the map, Chief Matt, but I don't know where you come from. So there you go. But thank you for that submission. If you've got any merchandise, cup, I don't know, face mask, tote bag, shirt, take your picture and send it in to me and I will put you on the map. But that picture just cracked me up, that tweet, I have to say. I'm just trying to describe it to Mrs. World of Wayne, but you can't. There's always one in there out there. Barry Gray, Barry, was you the one who asked me in? He asked me on the YouTube channel. I'm colourblind, so I can't really tell. But does anyone know what colour green that is on the Spitfire on the wing? I think it's green. It could be like a brown. You know what? It's not too far off my cutting mat actually. What? Because Barry's after that information. You know what? It's really close to my cutting mat. Now my cutting mat could be camouflage for it tonight. Hello, Brian Russell. How's it going? That was Barry Gray, by the way. I should really start clicking and putting these comments on the screen. I haven't live streamed since Thursday. So, my brother, an hour later, I understand you've been having problems with the clocks going back or forwards for the next couple of weeks. Well, our clocks don't go forward until next weekend. It's next weekend, isn't it? Yeah, next weekend our clocks go forward. So so that's why your clocks are all over the place over in Canada there. See, that's what happens when you live over in North America. You get confused with time zones. It's a stupid question, but I don't know. But do all time zones in America change between summertime and normal time at exactly the same time? I don't know, because that will make things really awkward. Duck egg blue, John Russell says. Is there a blue in there? Oh my God. I can see a blue in the Enterprise. But you're probably right thinking about it. It was 3 miniatures for the next generation, each one of them different, but when it comes to generation it had a major upgrade. I thought there was a lot more on the generations one, definitely. It's called, there we go, Nick Barmer, thank you Nick, it's called Odie Neal or Duck Egg Green. So there is some bluey green in there. God, I really need to, there must be a way. I've heard about these colourblind glasses you can get, but I don't know if it will solve me because I think I'm colourblind. I'm okay with reds and purples. I'm not good with blues, greens and reds. Not at all. I can't see any of those funny, what's the number or squiggly pattern in there. So, and I can never see those magic eye pictures as well. As a matter of fact, I think that was one of those things where everyone's just trying to wind me up. Can anyone, do you remember those magic eye things from the 80s where you're supposed to like stare through the paper and something of 3D will come popping out at you? I can never see them. 2 a.m. last Sunday morning. Oh right, okay. God. See, it's always the last Sunday in March for us in the UK, and then they go back in the last Sunday in October. So unless you're in Arizona, they don't follow it formally. There's always one state, isn't there? And Paul just stepped up then. Just don't change them like us in Arizona. I thought it was to do with, I mean, I know a lot of people say it's to do with the kids going to school, but I thought it was for the farmers, that, you know, the farmers get up in the, where's Dash Riptide? Howard, are you on here tonight? You they need the light in the morning because they're getting up in early to feed the cattle and stuff like that, and it worked that way. I don't know. Oh, you are in here, Howard. There you go. You sent a pic on Messenger of that flashy light on top of the Enterprise D. Oh, I'll have to check that out, Howard. I will check that out. Wonder how time changes really work. Does the world skip a time zone and jumps back and forwards to time travel possible? That's probably what it is. What else do I have to show you? I've got a whole load of things here. We got I'm going to talk about these stands because this is brilliant. We've got a new addition to it. Now you've noticed that I've taken off, let me just hide that message there. I have taken off the Spitfire at the moment because this is the main stand that you can get through Oligo Models there, and as you can see I put the link through Oligo Models there, and basically the Spitfire Sits lovely. Whoops, this way around. You can see it's all like lined here with some sort of felt. It's lovely soft material, that's for sure. This goes on just like that, and that's going to keep that nice and secure for us. Now tonight, I'm just going to line it up. We're working on this wing here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to move this camera tonight, so stand by, because we're going to be working on that bit there. We're going to be working on this bit right here tonight, so that's good. We've also got the support stand, which you can get separately from that, and as you can see, it's got that lovely felt lining on top as well, which I can put under the wing here. And what that enables me to do is when I'm working on this, I'm not putting any pressure on the wing, you see, when I'm pushing it down. And then the newest thing to come is something to support the rear of the Spitfire here, and it is height adjustable, so I can actually turn it up to make it bigger and screw it down to make it smaller. So when the Spitfire comes back over here, this will sit something like that, and I can rest the whole Spitfire in a jig until we get the chance to put it on a base. But I thought I'd show you that from Oligo Models because this part, oops, that's not working. Let's none of my macro keys are working. This part is ingenious, and this is new as well. This is all lined inside as well, just so you know. So thank you for that, Dan. I really appreciate that. It's going to stop me breaking them. Since I had to move the Spitfire down to that shelf, and the Ecto-1 is now on that shelf because it's too big. It's just way too big. Hi Wayne from Scotland near Glasgow. Whereabouts near Glasgow are you, Brian? I know Glasgow very well. Are you like Mulgai? Are you Mulgai North? Are you Helensburgh in Loch Lomond area? Or Dumbarton? I don't know. I'm always in Glasgow. When we go up to Scotland, it's normally the Glasgow Cyberon. It's the quickest way to get to the Highlands. Bergdish, you're on form tonight. Check that out. Look, Daniel has high standards. That's brilliant. The reason Michigan was set to DC time was because the bomber plants were building the planes for World War II. What, they never changed it? I don't know. Any news on the next issue of Ecto-1? It's due any day now, Adam. I had email notification about 7 days ago, so it should have been here. As a matter of fact, I haven't received the Eleanor yet either. Is there anyone in the UK who's still waiting for the Eleanor? Because I haven't even had email notification. I've had email notification that the account's been signed up and everything's sorted, but I haven't heard anything since. So again, anyone from Eagle Moss watching this, where's my stuff? The Bismarck's build back on. Excellent. You got your missing issues, didn't you, D? Do the control box under the funnel. Nightmare. You wait till you have to fill all. You have to pick that whole superstructure deck section up and stand it upright, and just hoping to God that it doesn't fall over, because all of those delicate little photo etch parts, yeah, they're gonna fall off. Tommy, I wasn't gonna be building that Alien, but the latest pictures I've seen of it look damn impressive. And the size of it looks good. The original pictures that I saw for the trial just made it look like an action figure, to be honest with you. But it's got a lot more, I don't know, action, a lot more pose, a lot more... It just looks a lot more dynamic, and I really do like that. Hello from, I'm going to butcher this name, Ian. Inoxdu? Inoxdu. Ian, I probably asked before, where's that? Inoxdu. I'm gonna Google it. Inoxdu. You are in Blairgowrie. Blairgowrie. Right, I'm just zooming out the map. So you're northwest of. So you're not far from Pitlochry. Wow. You know what? We're actually going near there, Ian. You're northeast of Pitlochry. We are going to be very near there when we're up in Scotland in August. As long as Nicola Sturgeon allows your country to stay open. Will it be hung from the ceiling? I'd love it to be hung from the ceiling, Dazzo, but Mrs. Worldaway won't let me. And everyone in chat, the whole community, is really rallying around to try and get a petition going that I can get the Enterprise above the TV. At the moment, it's not going to happen. She's a stubborn one, old Mrs. Worldaway. You've decided to get, this is Verizinosaurus. Verizinosaurus. I've decided to build the Enterprise, but I've decided to wait to put together to see more future mods. It's a good idea, but the other problem is that a lot of people have noticed if you keep a lot of things together then please do an inventory of all the stuff you've got, even if you're not opening the bag, if you're just looking through it, because the last thing you want is to go like, I don't know, 10, 20 issues in and realise there's a part missing and you can't get hold of it easily. So yeah, that's the only advice I can give you with that. I'm doing very well, Brandon. I wasn't doing too well yesterday. I was feeling a bit off colour yesterday, I have to say, but I did the Enterprise build, but I feel a lot better today. Just so you know, there's going to be no video out tomorrow morning, so it's going to be this one. I'll go into tomorrow night in a second. Then Thursday we're going to be having the F40, and then Friday we're going to be doing the edited version of what we're building on Wednesday. Any patrons in here, please don't say anything. I meant to get that. If you've said anything, don't worry, but yeah, don't say anything at the moment, okay? Because I don't even know if I'm allowed to be doing it, but there you go. The Cobra video, Peter, I'm not sure what's going on at the moment. That was meant to be out on Friday, but from what I understand, there has been a hold up. If you haven't received emails from Agora, as a matter of fact, have you received emails from Agora if you're doing the Cobra? There is a slight delay. So the video won't be going up until I can confirm everyone's got theirs or they're on the way for the Cobra. Okay? But just so you know, in the Cobra you are doing the floor pan, backs, and... oh God, I've forgotten. You'll see the video. I've been doing so many since then. But Wednesday night, now Wednesday for the patrons, we've got a mystery build, but the patrons know what it is. But the we're doing a mystery build, but we're going to be doing it as a production video. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to be filming exactly as I would be if no one was watching me live. So there's going to be a lot of pauses. There's going to be a lot of me not doing much. And there's going to be a lot of me figuring things out, how I'm going to get the best camera angles and stuff like that. Because I want to show the patrons what it's like to do a raw video production and then see what it looks like edited on the Friday video. Now, the video tomorrow is probably going to take about just over an hour, I reckon. But it's going to be fiddly, so I'm going to make mistakes. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do what I normally do and talk through what I'm doing. So I pre-warned all the patrons that the stream will be showing the build and me talking, but I won't be interacting like I'm interacting at the moment with you. I just think it'll just be a good, clever thing to show you what pain I have to go through sometimes. And you've seen it on the Terminator video where if I make a mistake and I screw up my lines, and I just do what I've just done then and I continue. So it's really weird, but it helps with the editing. So but anyway, it'll give you an idea of what it's like to make a raw video. Yes, Dash Riptide. The Ecto 1 will... look, 65 kilograms those things are supposed to hold. So I better not fall off. The only thing that's ever fallen off those shelves is Terminator 1. And he's okay. Terminator 2, he's immaculate. Terminator 1, his head's a little bit loose. Not too loose, but a little bit loose. But Terminator 2... he's not too bad. Salt Coats near North Ayrshire. Where's that? Is that near where we were just talking about then? Salt Coats. Look, I've got the map up now. Salt Coats. Aha. Salt Coats. God. All right. So North Ayrshire. Right. So now, funny enough, we were meant to visit that last year. Brian, because we were coming up from Wigtown from oh god, what's the place called? Hang on a second. We came from Wigtown, Garliston. We came from Garliston and we were going up to Glasgow, so we were going to go up that west coast there. So that would have been near there. Thank you, Andrew. I've got no idea what's been going on the YouTube channel in the past week. I'm putting it down to the Enterprise, but I normally get perhaps 10 to 15 subscribers a day. But the last week and a half, it's been like 200 or 300. And I've just been blown away. So like I did the 30,000 subscribers and I think I'm on almost 30,700 now. So, I mean, and I can see that from all the new people in chat here. So welcome to the World of Wayne channel. Tonight we are going to be building the Spitfire. I know I'm rambling on, but I always do this when there's not much to do. Because what will happen is I'll build the Spitfire. You'll be disappointed because it only goes on for 3 minutes. And then we'll just be sitting here looking at each other. But two of the issues of the Spitfire, there's nothing to do. So it wouldn't have warranted making a video for them anyway. Issue 50, there's a little bit to do. But he's coming along. It's looking pretty good. It's looking impressive in that video. It's only when I've taken it down and haven't seen it for a while that I realise how good this actually looks. As a matter of fact, I might have to just put that back a little bit, because these ailerons, another word, need to be slightly sort of down tonight, like that. Because what we're going to be doing, we're going to be installing a rod between here and a motor that's eventually going to control these ailerons. Let me just hide your message, Andrew. Ailerons there. So that's what's going. Hello, Glyn the gas man. How's it going? You're on call tonight. I may have to dash off. That's not good. Is Eaglemoss sending out Enterprise subs as they were ordered? I still haven't got any notification. Afterburn, are you in the US or the UK? Because I understand the US are only just starting to do distribution now. But I mean, there were our ones were meant to come on the 15th of February, and they didn't arrive till I think March. So, you know, expect a delay at the moment. I'm sure it will settle down soon, but expect a delay. Hey Wayne, mate, I watch your Dodge Charger builds and Spitfire for F40, but when is the Titanic going to be confirmed? I've got no idea when it's coming out in the UK. On the F40, just so you know, I've only just received the 8 issues that I was missing for that, so they should be back on track now. The X-Wing, I phoned up last week. We've sorted out the problem for that, so hopefully they're going to be coming soon. But the Dodge Charger, I've got a Royal Mail tracking number, 48 hours, and 48 hours ago, it was with the post office, so God knows where it is at the moment. But I've already done up to issue 4, so I've only got 5 and 6 to do of this next delivery that's coming. My Iron Man's been paid for as well, just so you know, the next 4 issues of Iron Man, so hopefully that will come. But like, look, John Russell there, he got his Eleanor on Monday. But just so you know, the Eleanor I am collaborating with Eaglemoss on, so I won't be paying for the Eleanor, but which makes it a bit more even weirder that I haven't received it yet. So I will find that out. Your Eleanor was missing an invoice, so it's getting a free vacation at the local customs. That's going to be a pain in the neck, because if the paperwork's missing, Berg, they're normally just sending them straight back. That's not good. But you see, Jimmy, we're all in the same boat then, so that's comforting to know that it's not just us. So I mean, normally I'm looking at you, Jimmy. I'm looking at Matthew, Thomas, Ian, myself. I said if one of us get it, normally it's only a couple of days before the next get it as well. See, look, a big bad donkey walloper. You've had this, a dispatch 7 days ago and still haven't received it. You know what? Look, I'm on the wrong camera. Sorry, people. I've just been looking at chat and not looking at what we're looking at. A big bad donkey walloper. Have you noticed that this room looks bare without my Rams flag? Now, the Rams flag, if anyone wants to know what happened to that, it's down in Portsmouth at the moment, and I haven't been able to go down to get it. So the door's looking empty, but it needs something on there in the meantime, so I'm thinking about putting some sort of poster up there. Don't know what. Open for ideas. I haven't seen the advert for the Alien. No, I've only seen what you've posted actually here, Kevin. You're hoping to see the F40 today? No, I've got the F40 in a box down here. The reason is because I'm trying to prepare for tomorrow's Patreon stream. But I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do 8 episodes. Someone, I don't know who it was in chat, has already warned me that issue 29 of the F40 is a living nightmare and the instructions make no sense. So I'm just sort of getting myself ready for that one. Hi, Wayne from Wollaston, Southampton. I love it on the south coast. Yep, Salt Coats, I know where that is now. I'm happy. And I'm behind on chat again, isn't that typical? They're up to issue 91 in Europe, are they, Tech Deck? Well, I'll be up to issue 32, I think it is, once these are all finished. But I'll whiz through them. I'll whiz through them this week. I'm probably going to start steering away from the one issue. If it can warrant doing, like, I want more videos to be about 10 minutes. So I might go into doing 1 or 2 issues at a time. So will I do the Robocop build? You think about it, David. We've got Robocop on the cards. We've got the Iron Man we're building. And now we've got Alien as well. And they're all really big models. I don't know if I can do builds that are that repetitive, because remember, you're going to have to build one leg exactly the same as the other, one arm exactly the same as the other. The only difference you're going to have is the head and the body. So, and you've seen it with the Terminator. So I don't know if that's that enjoyable. I sound ungrateful, don't I? I don't mean to. Where the hell's that, Stephen? So from Chesapeake, VA. I'm trying to think what. Don't tell me. VA. Where's VA? I keep thinking Vancouver. Is that Vancouver? VA. VA. Virginia is VA. Is it? Virginia. I should know this, shouldn't I? Oh. Sorry, I'm just reading some really irrelevant, really random chat. Kevin Stewart, we put the hour back and forward so that they have more daylight to build more planes during the Second World War, and have just kept it going. They have it goes for our parliament every other year that they're talking about scrapping it, but all it means for us is if they don't scrap it, you're going to have kids going to school in the morning in pitch black. So you know, I suppose it's a safety issue as well. The Titanic, I don't know. I haven't got a clue, Furious 96, because it's not out in this country. So until I know that, we don't know. When does the Terminator continue? Well, if you noticed, I haven't put the Hachette ones on here anymore, because obviously the Agora ones have now caught up with it. Now, at the moment, I'm believing 4, 5, 6 that you guys must be on 106. Are you, for the Terminator? Or it's coming? Well, the next Agora shipment's going to take us from 101 to 110. So that will be ahead of Hachette. I don't know if they're allowed to do that. I don't know. So my next Terminator will be out when the Agora one shipped me pack 11. Can you believe there's only 2 packs left? Most of the comments that I've had for the Enterprise at the moment is, this is going to take 2 years. This is going to take 2.5 years. Well, if you're watching this and you're new to the channel, believe me, those 2 years are going to go like a blink. You'll know it when I did the DeLorean, and even when I started the Ecto-1. I mean, that was a year ago, and that year's just gone. I mean, I know we've had a pandemic and stuff, but God, it's gone quick. It's not out in the UK, that Alien build, Sparky, unfortunately. No, definitely not, Dr. Inferno. I can't sort anything out with that message that you sent me until I get a communication channel with Fanhome, which I haven't got at the moment. So, is Craig misbehaving again? Yes, Mario has done the Cobra video. He has. I've been watching his channel. But I am waiting patiently till I get the go ahead. The problem is, Steve, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, is if I release the Cobra video's done. I'll tell you that now, and it's been on the channel for the last 2 weeks, but I haven't listed it anywhere. And you notice that because it's sitting right there. But if I release it, it causes problems with people saying, he's got his, where's mine? Which is a fair statement, to be honest with you. But the only thing I can say to that is that I do the instructional videos to go on the Agora channel, so it makes sense that I get them first, so I can actually get them ready for when you receive yours. So that's pretty much why I'm waiting, because we don't want that. It's bad. It looks bad. I agree. If I'm getting mine, everyone else should get theirs. So that's why we hang on. We do hang on. You think you can get me to 60k by my birthday? You know what, 30k, that's all I wanted to do by my birthday, and I've done that now, so I'm, you know, going to sit here happy now. But I don't know, 30, let me think, 31, 32 would be nice. 32, I think, that's conservative. We'll probably blow that away now, but we'll see. If you haven't subscribed already, then please take it upon yourself to click that subscribe button. You never know, your name might pop up on the screen here. So... Who keeps disliking these streams? Well, I know one person now. I know when you used to see that one like negative comment, I suspected for a long time, but now I think I've pretty much guessed who that is. I'm not gonna name and shame them, but I know one of them. The others are probably, you know, you've got to crack at a few eggs to make an omelette, haven't you? So I must have upset some people now and again. Believe me, people, if you still got issues with me, there's no hard feelings. Just move on and be happy and love each other, because it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. What the hell is that supposed to mean, Mrs. Welderwayne? That's out the blue. What's that all about? I'm not even going to, well, you can read that for yourselves. I'm not going anywhere near that. I'm receiving it monthly, Michael, but they did just send me a big stand for it and a big plastic case for it, which I've got to build. It's all flat packed, but I've got, that was issue 10, so I've got 11, 12, 13 and 14 here at the moment. So I've got 4 issues here, and I think that's where they're up to in France at the moment. The last issue, they carpet it, which looks amazing. The red carpet in it looks absolutely amazing. Oh, Matt, that was you. Oh, right, sorry, you're in Wollaston, Southampton. Right, so Chief Matt, there we go, is in Wollaston, Southampton. I will add that to the graphic and put you on the map. Okay, if anyone wants to know where that is, let's go to United Kingdom, and Southampton is right there, and Wollaston is, whereabouts in Southampton's Wollaston? It's got to be somewhere around there. Wollaston, there you go, Woolston, I'm pronouncing it right, Woolston, there we go, that's where Matt lives. Oh, I'm glad now, got a bit funny about that. Right, it's past. We're going to get on with the build. So I'm sorry if I've missed any comments. I will catch it after this little bit that we've got to do now, but I want to show you what we're going to be doing. So this is the Spitfire, which I'm about to just move out the way just for a second to show you exactly what we're doing. So issue 49 looks just like this. God, I've never used this before. Where's the instructions? Right, so all we have to do, as you can see, issue 40, no, we don't want issue 49. Let's shut that one up and go to issue 48. No, I'm almost started with the wrong issue already. Issue 48, as you can see, we've got this lovely metal sort of wire with a cog at the end. And as you can see, that's nothing to do. That's all we've got. So I think it's probably beneficial to show you what that looks like. So we've got that here. That looks just like that. Let's get that open. I'm just going to get all this rubbish, and it looks just like that. Now I think the most important things to note on this is that this side is a square peg. We're going to need to know that, and we're also going to need to know that on this cog section here we've got a little tab just there, that when we put this into the thing that it's going to go into, Bobby in chat there has told me it needs to face up, so we can put that to one side and move to issue 49. Issue 49, we've got a motor, and we're going to be putting the sticker on the motor. And once again, as you can see there, that's all there is to do. So here we go. This is issue 49. Nice and easy, hey? And once again, the sticker says M1. It looks just like that. They've tied a knot in mine. Did yours have a knot tied in yours? I don't think we need that knot, do we? This is like a ribbon cable, this one. So it's going to be a little bit different to put this one on, but I think I'll put it on like that. And I can see it says M1 on the side there. And then I can put that to one side. And then the last one we've got, issue 50, looking like that. This is where things are going to get a little bit more tricky. We're going to be putting a mount in here. Then, as you can see here, I hope you can see these pictures, we're going to be screwing that mount down, putting the metal cable one end into the aileron, which is going to be pointing slightly down, and then the other end is just going to be sitting in the channel there that we can see of the sort of mount that we've got. Then we're going to be getting the motor and attaching that to a bracket, putting the gear on the end of the motor here, and then locking that into place, as you can see there. And then finally we're going to be putting that motor on the top of the aileron now gear and screwing it down. And that's all we're going to be doing in issue 50. So that is what we're going to be working on at the moment. Let's bring over the Spitfire again, and now you can see why I wanted to make sure that you can see this bit here, because this is where we're going to be working from, and the aileron, I can't say that word, over here. Now the wires that come from this wing, as you can see, I've just put over to this side like a comb over, just so they don't get in the way while I'm working at that bit just there. These are all the parts in here. So the first part we need is the support block. So I'm just going to get this open. I struggle getting these things open, you know. I should have opened this before the stream. Stand by. And I'm also going to get my trusty scalpel. Try not to cut my hands off doing this, because that's something I do as well. They're all the same screw size in this one, so I haven't got to worry about that. And we are going to put the block on. So all of these parts, just so you know, are metal. So this is what the block's looking like here. It's got an Aileron for the left wing, and that is just going to be fitting into this section here. It's actually going to be going on like that. I'm just looking at the pictures. Yep, it actually just goes on like that, and it's going to be secured down with the screws that come with this, which are 2 times 4mm screws, these little silver ones. So we're going to screw this into place. There's the first one, nice and tight, and then the second one here. Something just to ask you before we continue this, I just want to put something to you. There we go, that's in place. When we put the cockpit on, I take it the cockpit's actually just going to be sitting behind this bit. So we're going to have a gap here, aren't we? There's going to be nothing in this section, is that right? Because obviously this motor stops that going any further forward. I was thinking that earlier on today. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this metal cable here, and we're going to be making sure that we have this tab facing upwards, and we want the aileron to be sitting just slightly down. Now, because of the stand here, it's actually doing that for us. So this is going to go on kind of like, stand by, kind of like that. So the square block is now in there. This piece here, we don't do much with. This can slide up and down. It hasn't asked me to put that in a specific place at the moment. And then we're going to be dropping the gear in, face it up, just like that, with that point there facing up. Sorry that I keep banging the desk. I will try not to do that, but normally I have this on a static camera. So once we've done that, we're actually going to be building the motor section. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to move the Spitfire out the way again, just for a second while I build this motor section up. And we've got a clamp for that to go on here. So just looking at the instructions, so we want the clamp to be round this way here, with this notch facing like a wheel arch, if you like, facing upwards, because the motor is going to be going in from this way with the wire coming off in this direction, just through the hole in there. And as you can see, we've got 2 screw holes just there to keep that in place. Now it says 1.6 times 3mm screws, which are different from the ones we've used. So I'm just looking around in my screws. There is different ones. Wow. Okay, so these look almost identical to what we had, but they are slightly smaller. So they're the ones that we're going to be putting in to hold this motor into place. So get these 2 in. Yep, that's 1 in. Didn't think that was going in then. That's all I need. And here's the second one, all the way in. Not happy with that. Why has that not gone all the way? Stand by. See, I told you things don't always go smooth. I think it's because, yeah, I think I had it cross-threaded. There we go. So now that motor is securely in the bracket there. Then we're going to be putting on this section here just over the top of the motor there, so it fits lovely and flush in there, and we need to hold that in place by putting a bracket in this end here. The bracket for that looks just like this. It's got a little locating lug at the bottom, which is going to go in that hole just there. Let me just look at these pictures again. So it's going to be that way around. Yep. Oh, this is hard. And as you can see, that's holding everything in place there. And then once again, we're going to be, oh no, this time we're going to be putting a 2x4mm screw in it, so it's one of those bigger ones. Please don't fall out. So I've got the 2x4mm screw here. That's just going to go in there. My hand's in the way, you can't see anything, sorry. There we go. Now that's locked that in. Just want to make sure that this can still turn quite freely. It looks like it can. That looks absolutely brilliant. So that is the motor connected up. Just going to move these screws over, because what we're going to do, bring back the plane, making sure you can see this perfectly, because we are again working on this section here, and this is going to be going on this way. It's going to be facing upwards this way, because obviously the gear here is going to be able to go over the top of it. So it's going to go, oh god, let me just try and figure this one out. It's going to go, is it that way? It looks like that way. No, it's going to be, stand by, it's going to be this way. It's going on this way here, just like that. And then that gives us 2 holes, one here and one the other side to put that in, and that's going to be put in with the 2.4mm screws again. Wow, that's quite a big bulky section there at that side. So get the first one in here. There we go. Let's lock that in. One more. That means that the cable for this, as you can see, is running, pointing towards the center of the plane there, so that's not going to get trapped behind anything there. And this is the one for the other side here. No, they're both on the same side. I thought it was the one on the other side there, but no, it's actually just being attached to on one side. Bit weird, isn't it? You would have thought that was off balance, but it is tilted over a little bit. So I'm going to show you that from the top there. Whoops, let's move my camera around like that, and there we go. So that's how it works. So we've got the motor there, the wire here, into this cable here, which is underneath. So as this rotates round, it's going to pull this cable. When it pulls the cable, what does it do? Is it going to turn it? It's going to twist it, isn't it? So that will twist the cable, which will mean that that screw that we've got, that square block in that end, will either lift or drop. You can see it moving there when I operate it. Quite a clever little piece of mechanics, that is. But guess what? That's all there is to do in issue 50. So there we go, 3 issues. And I think issue 50 comes out in the shops tomorrow, doesn't it? So I'm glad I got that early. Or is that out now? I don't know. I haven't picked them up. I haven't picked my last 2 up for ages. So Michael, if you're watching this stream, Michael's my brother, this is one of your ones. I just need to replace it from the shop. That was fun, wasn't it? I didn't make too many mistakes on that one. I didn't realise there was 2 screws. I think that's the only thing I didn't realise. You still have 37 issues left, Bergdis, of your Mk1a. Are you not building it? Are you saving them up as well? Is that what you're doing? All fun. I'm just going back through the chat to see what I miss. You're enjoying a can of Stella. Hello Ian, long time no see. How you been? Well, at least I won't have to worry about my R2-D2 build, since I'm already doing it, unless they change something in the fan home build, but I doubt it. I don't think they've changed anything. Funny enough, I did have a an advert. The adverts have started on my Facebook feed now for fan home. I was looking at the Iron Man that they keep advertising, and the arc reactor that they show in the advert looks nothing like the arc reactor on the shelf there, which is a bit of a worry for me. It's either very clever photography. I know there's going to be another plate over the top of that one, but it still looks nothing like that one. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. But oh, I never did manage to fix that battery, by the way. The battery flap is still up at the back. There is no way for me to drop that switch down any further than it already is. And believe me, I tried every single way I possibly could. Short of breaking the little plastic supports at the bottom, which I don't want to do. But there we go. Oh, we've got a Vallejo paint reference. What's that a paint reference to? Is that the paint reference for the Spitfire? I don't know. Is that confirmed, Sparky? I didn't think it was confirmed. I've only ever seen it in France. France seem to get everything at the moment, so I don't know. Wayne, when more Bismarck? When I get more delivered? Now I've got a delivery on the way. I've got stand by. I've got. I'll tell you what's coming. Okay, because I'm just bringing my Hachette account up here. So the Spitfire Mk1a, I've got issues. Well, I've already received them. 47, 48, 49 and 50. They were posted out on the 5th of March. For the Bismarck, I've got issues 103, 104, 105, 106. They were posted out on the 12th of March. So they'll be here soon. And then my Terminator, which I'm behind everyone for that. Again, 12th of March, that's coming up. I'm still a month behind on that. I do need to try and get them to catch up on that. So, yeah, Kevin, I don't know what that is. I checked my trial video and it wasn't like that in the trial. So I've got no idea. No idea at all. I even made sure that there was no wires at all at the bottom of the switch. So it's just a flat block of plastic onto a flat block of plastic, and it's still too high for that switch. Now I'm not going to sand the switch down. The only way I could fix it, I reckon, is to actually just get rid of the blocks on the bottom of that stand and glue the switch to the side. But yeah, we're not the only ones that have got that problem, Kevin. Hello, Richard John. How's it going? Eleanor Potts 1 and 2 arrived in the UK from Mk1a, France, and maybe the Ecto coming over the water too. It does explain the 21 days quoted by Brett on Facebook. I just want to see. I've seen because obviously everyone in Europe's had them, so I've seen what episode 1 and 2 is of the Eleanor. I was just waiting. Oh no, that one, that was excellent, Dr. Inferno. Sorry, I haven't been home because I want to print it. I haven't been home to actually print. But yeah, I will get on that because that is absolutely brilliant. So thank you so much for that. That was brilliant. No, you didn't cross any lines at all. You made a nice line which says, check this out. We like that. Hello, Sebastian. How's it going? How are you on your channel? But Sebastian, I am captivated by your channel, I have to say. But it's more of a watching you work, but also learning German at the same time. Because mein Deutsch ist nicht gut. Ich spreche nicht Deutsch. But no, it's your channel is sehr gut. And ich bin glücklich. The information regarding, this is from Kevin, the Robocop, the Alien Builds and Robocop build is on my Facebook and Patreon channel. Ah, okay, cool. You see, I haven't been online for ages. I just saw that picture you posted, Kevin, and that's all I've seen. Has anyone got issues ahead of Wayne? I don't think anyone has yet, Jake. But you'll know it if you join any of the Facebook groups. The first thing that happens when people come is either a picture goes up showing what's coming in issue 21, what's in the pack, or what I did with the last one. I just did an impromptu live stream and we unboxed it there and then. But look, Carl, your one fits flush. I don't understand why. Why? To say I've done it before and it didn't have a problem, I don't understand what the problem is this time. So, it needs a catch. It does. It needs a catch at the back, but there isn't one. So what they want it to do is, if that switch is sitting below the surface, then obviously it would fit flat. It would fit flush. But because the switch comes up a bit, it works like a fulcrum on a seesaw. So as soon as you tighten the screw at this end lifts up like a seesaw. And as I said, if I want to get that switch all the way down, let me hang on a second. Oh. There we go. Right, so there's the problem. That switch cannot go down anymore, no matter what I try to do. Look, the light keeps turning on and off. And it's got a seesaw effect on it. So what I can do is take the base off of that switch, glue it to the side, and then it will shut. But do I want to go through all that work when theoretically this is going to be inside the Iron Man module and you're never ever going to see the back? So, don't know. But if you hadn't seen the building the Iron Man, I never had that problem with the trial, which is really weird. But Where is the petition to sign? What, for the Enterprise going above the TV? It's going to have to be on the down low, Paul. Because believe me, if Mrs. Welder Wayne finds out there's a petition, I'll be on the sofa. Hello, Christian. Issue 29 of the Ferrari is terrible. Everyone's telling me that. I will watch the Panini Collections video of it first, I think. But I understand, are the instructions wrong or just really bad to follow? Because that's the only problem with the F40 build. The photos are god awful, so you can't tell where anything goes. But if it's warped plastic, Dazzo, then the warp is not on this lid section. It's actually on the mould inside. So, you know what? What's the time? We've got 10 minutes. Look, I'm going to show you something. Stand by. I'm just going to take that out without losing anything. See, there is the switch. Now the switch, if I take this switch out, sits in that little bay there, and as you can see, it's solid at the bottom. So I could drill a hole in it. So no, you can't drill a hole in it, because then the switch will push down. You won't be able to push it in. But if you look at the bottom of that switch, you see I've got some solder points at the bottom. Well, I've shaved them as far down as they possibly can go. But when I put it in, it just doesn't fit completely in there. It sits upright a little bit. So and no matter how hard I try and push that down, and no matter how much I try and push these wires around over on this side, it just doesn't want to know. So I'll probably look at that in post-production now, because I tell you, it's driving my OCD absolutely crazy. I'll be in the shed. I'll tell you what, that workshop, Kevin, has been absolutely freezing lately. But there we go. You started the DeLorean build, Richard Roberts. After watching your channel, you're up to issue 102 after a year. That's brilliant. When we got to, I think it was issue 124, you'll notice in my video list, and we're like, oh, we're coming to the end. This is going to be brilliant. 129 issues. Yes, we're going to finish. And then they announced it's going to be extended by 30 issues. You should have saw my face. It was like, oh. And then as we're doing them, and you're getting the same thing, because you get like 8 different bits of rail, 8 little different ties, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. Take care, Helder. I'll see you later. And hello, Gunny. How's it going? Bruce, how's it going? Hi, Wayne. Are you going to be making more of those Ecto 1 battery replacements for the electronics? Sold out when I went to order one. They are going to be doing them. We anticipated at 8 o'clock that they're just going to fly off the shelves. And I'm sure Chloe is now frantically working on getting more done. They are brilliant though, and now I don't have to worry about. My biggest worry is not about powering the thing, it's about battery leakage. And as I said, I did have batteries leaking in the DeLorean, which worried me a bit. The DeLorean's got no batteries in it now, just so you know, because I can't risk that happening again. Can't you trim a millimetre or two from the bottom of the switch housing? I probably could, but the danger I've got is obviously when you push this switch down, I don't want it going through the floor, because if that happens, you won't be able to operate it. So, but it doesn't make any sense. I'm just looking at it again now. It's absolutely crazy. I've even got the wires not going into the switch box at all. So the wires are nowhere near the, if I start fiddling it with it now, I'll tell you, I'll just be on it all the time. So, Kevin, nothing at the moment, because, as I said, I had to move it into the workshop, and I just haven't had time because of being winter and stuff to actually get it on. But it's not going to be O gauge, it's going to be N gauge. And it's going to be, I think it was Howard Dash Riptide who suggested it. It's going to be moduled, so that I'm doing an N gauge module, which I can actually have one piece, make the next piece that will actually join together for it. I thought that was a brilliant idea. But we have been experimenting with doing landscapes and stuff when we did the ET build here, which worked really well. Let me just move my camera out of the way there. So that was good. You forgot to mention you're from Durant, Oklahoma. Have you put it in through the Build the Orrery set? I've done the Build the Orrery about, God, 10 years ago, but I broke it. So that doesn't exist anymore. Have I tried that cover without the switch? See if it, yes, it fits flat, Daniel. So it's definitely the switch working like a fulcrum. So I don't know, it's all fun. But anyway, yep, we are coming to the end of the stream now. We're going to be, as I said, big stream for the Patreons tomorrow, and you know what we're building. And then you guys are going to see that on Friday. There'll be no video in the morning tomorrow, but on Thursday we are going to be doing a few issues of the Ferrari F40. And then Friday, I said, the big reveal of what we were building on Wednesday. But listen, thank you for joining my stream tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the real quick build of the Spitfire there. And I will see you all on Thursday's chat. Take care.